ask you a question. What is the identity of Wu Jianwu with a full sense of presence? And why is he? He's jokingly called Xu Qing's first tool.
播报话语太平常，摘颗星星在里藏。
Wu Jianwu only took 30 seconds to steal the show in the entire episode. The man who has a sword or a storm at his first appearance is not an unknown person. He is the ninth disciple of the peak master of Seven Blood Eye. Known as the Ninth Highness, he has a natural fighting the strongest foundation establishment before Zhu and Yao Tai. He is the favorite disciple of the peak master. He has a lot of set resources and many trump cards, such a proud son of heaven. Of course, he didn't take the newly established Xu Qing seriously, so he casually took away the King's Black Scale Mustard Sutra. But such a small thing that firmly entangled the two's life trajectories, tightly entangled. In his opinion, it was just a common plundering, the most ordinary plundering, and there was no need for an extra explanation. He intended to use his status and easily suppress this inconspicuous outer disciple, and let the other person to push him away silently. But he didn't know that this casual stretch of hand just touched Xu Qing's bottom line of survival. In the end, he was chased by Xu Qing for 10 days and nights. At the brink of death, he was forced by his master to plant a mark. This mark seems to follow the rule of one's life, and the other soul is scattered. But Xu Qing's shadow can slowly corrode the runes, almost without restriction and without boundaries. There is no way to crack it, and this unequal contract is the reason why Wu Jianwu, by the original fans, Xu Qing's first toolman in the original work. As an orthodox genius raised in a greenhouse, he had never experienced a life and death battle. But the Taoist rope became his nemesis. Since then, he had become the first tool of the other party. The more Xu Qing dares to risk his life to fight in danger, the more he has to follow behind nervously. He fought to protect him, for fear that something might happen to him, or he would die with him. More importantly, Wu Jianwu's ability just precisely made up for all Xu Qing's shortcomings. He is a mobile wallet. He paid fines in advance and offered 300,000 yuan as a bribe. He is a human blood bag and a full-time bodyguard whenever Xu Qing was seriously injured or in trouble. He is also a knowledge treasure of the ancient emperor and knows a lot of ancient secrets. In addition, the two's personality form a perfect one-way restraint. He is strong on the outside, extremely vain and cherish life. Xu Qing accurately grasps his weakness, and the threat of mutual destruction work every time. The best thing is that this relationship that started with hatred and binding eventually evolved into a true friendship. In the forced battles, Wu Jianwu gradually saw the shining points in Xu Qing. Although Xu Qing is ruthless, but he has a clear sense of right and wrong. But he is trustworthy. The dungeon of the back prison was a qualitative change in their relationship. In that barren land abandoned by the gods, they faced the real god, Kanyan. Between life and death, Wu Jianwu was no longer the madman who only recited poems. His sword became Xu Qing's most solid backing. In the end, Wu Jianwu completely let go of his arrogance, and Chen Renyu formed the Seven Blood Tongue Iron Triangle. They explored the secret realm, fought against enemies, and killed gods, and became one of the top existences on the Eternal Continent. Wu Jianwu's journey as a tool man began with a stupid interception, and ended with an unequal talisman, and ended with a life and death friendship. He used to be the high and mighty Ninth Prince. He was arrogant when he appeared, but he was arrogant and overconfident. From the favorite disciple of the Peak Master, he became the first behind Xu Qing. He is also Xu Qing's most reliable backing, but also the entire cultivation world's the most enviable brothers.